Representative Jim Jordan has subpoenaed Fani Willis. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Unwoke Thoughts. Tonight, we are talking about United States Representative House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, who has issued a subpoena to the office of Fulton County District Attorney. Yes, you guessed it, Fani Willis. Wow, things are really starting to pile up for her over there. Just today, we found out from cell phone records from Trump's lawyer's investigator that she lied on stand and perjured herself. Not just her, but her boyfriend, Nathan Wade. And in this cell phone data, everything conflicted what they said on stand. But now, Jim Jordan has said that he has subpoenaed Fani Willis. But guys, do you remember a few weeks ago when this individual named Amanda Timpson came out? She's a whistleblower from Fani Willis's office, and she recorded a conversation between herself and Fani Willis where she was telling Fani Willis about these funds that were being misappropriated, and they were instead being used for stuff like MacBooks, computers, and all sorts of things that they were not supposed to be used for. If you don't remember, here's a little refresher.
I helped write that grant. I knew what was in that grant. He told everybody in front of Crystal, Deontay, everybody, we're going to get MacBooks, we're going to do that, we're going to get swag, we're going to use it for travel. I said, you cannot do that. It's a very, very specific grant. Took me off. I questioned Junior DA. There's kids in there from out of the county, all this. Took me off Junior DA. I did not want to do it. He made it look as if I wasn't doing what I needed to do because I questioned him. Because I knew for a fact Mr. Cuffey respectfully did not know what he was doing, period.
So I respect that is your assessment. It was clear to me that you and Mr. Cuffey were not getting along. And I'm not saying that your assessment is wrong. I want you to really listen to the words I'm saying.
So yes, that was Amanda Timpson, who previously worked at Fani Willis's office, the district attorney's office, and she recorded a conversation between herself and Fani Willis. That female voice you heard at the end there that said, I respect your assessment. That was Fani Willis. But Jim Jordan has confirmed he has subpoenaed the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, Fani Willis, and he said this at CPAC in front of an audience, and I bet this sent her into a massive panic. Listen to this.
I'm not sure if Jimmy Kimmel understood what the title of this conversation is. What you talking about, Willis? Fani Willis. Did she get back to you today?
Yeah, we subpoenaed her. Not yet. I just talked to her staff.
Is she supposed to get back to you today?
Yeah, she's supposed to get documents.
Well, did you hear from her boyfriend?
We haven't. So I was talking about this in the office, and I said Fani Wade, and it was like a Freudian slip, you know, like it's Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. So no, we haven't heard back from her yet. We'll see what we get from her. But there's a whistleblower in her office who we have talked to, the committee staff. Yeah, and she, the whistleblower, I think she's like 4'11", but Fani Willis had 7 police escort her out when she fired this lady, because this lady raised the concern that Miss Willis was not spending federal funds and not following the grant, the rules of the grant and the grant dollars in the appropriate manner. So she raised this concern, and then Fani Willis fired her. She's now talking with our office, and we'll see where that goes. And that's why we subpoenaed for records and documents related to this. We'll see what we get. There's still a few hours left in today. She also was interesting. She, instead of accepting service on the subpoena, she made us send the U.S. Marshals. Even though our office had talked with her office, we've had correspondence back and forth, she made the U.S. Marshals take the subpoena there. So go figure. This is Fani Willis, and we all saw her, I think, her attitude on display when she took the stand a few weeks ago.
I thought it was a skit, but I think it actually was real life.
It was real.
We sent out a tweet that said we didn't invite Fani Willis to CPAC, but there is a Fani sandwich with a chaser of Grey Goose vodka if you have enough cash, ready cash in your pocket.
Yeah, the comedy routine from Mr. Slap coming out today. That's awesome.
It's been a long year, Jay.
Well, but we appreciate what you do. We appreciate what CPAC has meant for conservative principles for a long, long time.
Thank you. It means a lot.
So there you go, guys. Jim Jordan at CPAC saying that he subpoenaed Fani Willis in her office, and apparently she's not being very forthcoming with documents. They had to send U.S. Marshals to her office to serve this subpoena because, she wouldn't accept it any other way. But yes, you heard in that recording where they were using funds instead for what they were appropriated for MacBooks, swag, and travel. Yes, that doesn't sound like something that you should be using allocated funds for, and instead using it for swag. That's pretty bad. But this is not all, actually, guys. Things are stacking up really fast for the district attorney of Fulton County. she is being sued once again. So she's got Trump's team going after her, Michael Roman's team going after her, like 7 other attorneys that are co-conspirators with Trump going after her. She has United States Representative Jim Jordan subpoenaing her, and now she has a lawsuit. AFL sues Fulton County District Attorney's Office on behalf of Just the News, that is a news organization, Just the News, to obtain communications between Fani Willis' office and the Biden White House regarding the sham indictment of President Trump. So Fani Willis better have a crackpot legal team, because one after another, her case in her house of cards is falling down. But what is this? What is going on here? Washington, D.C. Today, America First Legal filed a lawsuit against Fulton County District Attorney's Office on behalf of Bentley Media Group, which operates Just the News, a web-based news organization. On January 11, 2024, Just the News investigative reporter Stephen Richards submitted an open records request to Fulton County requesting, quote, all records of meetings between District Attorney Fani Willis, Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, or any other staff of the District Attorney's Office with any White House or Federal Department of Justice officials, both in Georgia and the District of Columbia from January 1st, 2021 to the present, and all communications between DA Willis or Special Prosecutor Wade with White House or Department of Justice officials from January 1st, 2021 to the present. So, guys, I think we all know where these indictments towards Trump came from. I think we all know the source of these indictments. The Department of Justice, the White House, Biden administration. I mean, come on, guys. Is it even in secret at this point? But on February the 12th of 2024, following the receipt of the request, Just the News received a letter stating that the Office of the Fulton County District Attorney does not maintain records responsive to your request. At this time, there are no records that are responsive to this opens records request. And this is the letter right here that they received. But they say, however, on January 25, 2024, in a hearing before the Fulton County Superior Court, the attorney from the Office of the Fulton County District Attorney admitted that it communicated with the White House in 2 written letters about logistics and procedures. So this letter, are they lying? It seems like they do a lot of lying over there in Fulton County. Wow. So I don't think I would trust them very much. In fact, in response to Judge McAfee's question regarding the extent of the communications, the attorney for Fulton County replied, 1 written letter. Well, there were 2 written letters. So it does seem that they have had some communication with the White House. But once again, as Jim Jordan is saying, Fani Willis in her office is not very forthcoming. They like to kind of, keep all this information under lock and key. And then when asked about it, seems like they lie a little bit. Seems like they're not super honest. I wonder why. But these letters are responsive to the open records request filed by Just the News. Yet Fulton County brazenly lied about the existence of these records in an attempt to subvert the law and conceal potentially damning evidence of Biden administration involvement in the partisan and sham indictment of President Donald J. Trump. Yes, that is correct. Accordingly, America First Legal is suing Fulton County for failing to turn over these documents. So that letter that they said, what documents? What do you mean? We don't talk to the White House. What's the White House? Who's Joe Biden? What are you talking about? Yeah. And America First Legal is like, yeah, right, buddy. You're busted. I want these documents and I want them now. So we're going to send you a lawsuit. And they say the American people have a right under the law to fully understand how the Biden White House or DOJ was involved in the partisan indictment of President Trump. And here's the statement from John Solomon, CEO and editor-in-chief of Just the News. See what he has to say here. He says, quote, determining whether this local district attorney had any contact with the Biden White House in the Trump prosecution is a matter of public interest, regardless of your political stripe. Prosecution should be free of political influence. I want to thank America First Legal for representing us in this very important quest for the truth, said John Solomon. Yes, I agree with that. Statement from Reed D. Rubenstein, America First Legal Senior Vice President. Oh, so they brought in the big guns here. AFL is pleased to represent Just the News in this critically important case. Georgia law recognizes that, quote, open government is essential to a free and open democratic society. Fulton County is like, what? What's a democratic society? What's a republic? What's the Constitution? Wait, you mean we have to be honest and we have to be forthcoming about these things? It encourages public access to government records so citizens may evaluate the efficient and proper functioning of its institutions. Here, there is substantial evidence that the Fulton County District Attorney's Office has ceased to function properly. The requested records must be produced, said Reed D. Rubenstein. And then attached is the full lawsuit right here, guys. I'm sure it just reiterates everything I just read in that article, but here it is right here. If you want to go to it, guys, go to America First Legal, and it has the full lawsuit attached. But what do you guys think? What do you think about Jim Jordan sending a subpoena to Fani Willis's office and the fact that she's not being very forthcoming? What do you think about that? And what do you think about this lawsuit from America First Legal? Do you think Fani Willis and Fulton County District Attorney's Office, do you think they had communications with Biden's administration and the White House? Even though they're saying, what do you mean? What communications? What are communications anyways? What do you think about that? Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.